Namaste. Everyone knows that life is full of uncertainties. Death is the only constant. But when will it happen? That leads to uncertainty, and that is where insurance plays a vital role in our life. Today, on our show, we have Srinath Mundali, who is a reinsurance professional and will be talking about insurance today. So, welcome on my show, sir.
Thank you.
So, sir, insurance is a topic which is so much talked about in the nation, but unfortunately, not everyone has got an insurance policy. So, why do you think is unawareness? Why do you think people are hesitant about getting an insurance done?
See, there are so many myths. Though our Modi government is working by 2047, everyone should have that insurance, 100% insurance. There is a myth about insurance. I mean, people are very much confused. Whenever, if anybody approaches to take insurance, they feel that no, insurance means don't come.
Okay.
They feel that they always feel that death.
Okay, they think it is always about death, and they think, oh, they are not going to have an unfortunate, untimely death.
But over a period of time, the things have changed. Things have changed drastically, and they started thinking about the insurance, particularly life insurance and health insurance and other insurance like general insurance, pet insurance, engineering.
How many types of insurance are there in general in the market? Like what kind of things can you get insured?
When it comes to general insurance, so many products are covered. So many. I mean, there are so many branches of insurance like engineering insurance, even aviation, car, mobile, aviation. So everything is there.
So project is there any insurance for pet? I mean, people are also getting
there are pet insurance.
Pet insurance is also there.
Insurance. So under pet insurance, they cover medical expenses for. I mean, if your pet or anything pet falls ill, it covers hospitalization,
veterinary and all that,
surgeries and everything. It is covered. So there are so many. I mean, most of the insurance companies they are providing pet insurance also.
So in a nation where people are also getting their pet insured, it is very unfortunate to know that there are people who have not got an insurance. I have a story to tell here because I remember my maid, her husband did not have an insurance and he had a heart attack. She went to a nearest good hospital for an admission. She could not get an admission into that hospital. I would not name the hospital here, but it was unfortunate that she did not get an admission because she did not have enough money. She had to go back to a government hospital and somehow he could not survive there in the government hospital. The facilities were not up to the mark to what was needed at that time, and she lost a life. And had there been any insurance for her, she could have easily gone for an insurance. So for poor people, it is actually a thing that should be brought into light and people should easily get it. So is there any government policies, like what is government doing to make sure that these lives which is underprivileged people gets covered?
Yeah, for underprivileged people, Modi government has come up with so many alternatives like they are providing Ayushman Bharat.
Ayushman Bharat. So Ayushman Bharat is for health, right?
It's for health. So whenever there is unforeseen falling ill and all those things, they are covered. So they have
how much is the premium and what is covered in it?
Up to 5 lakhs it is free. So
up to 5 lakh it is free.
So I mean they have to enroll themselves and they have to get enrolled in the designated.
And how easy is it for the people to get the?
No, it's very easy. Just to go with their identity and all those things, and they will get everything.
So it is available by the government banks.
Yes.
Right?
So Ayushman Bharat is covered by all the hospitals, and wherever they wanted to go, they can go and they can take the treatment.
Okay, so Ayushman Bharat is something which I would recommend all the people to go and look after that. If you have got an insurance, get your maids and other people, get an awareness, created about the insurance policy, so that if they are not covered, they should also go forward, step out and look forward for Ayushman Bharat. So that is going to ensure their health. Now coming to the term insurance, is there also any government policies which also covers their life?
So government has so many social security schemes like PMJJBY, Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana,
Pradhan Mantri
Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, PMJJBY. It is, I mean, banks provide that facility.
Banks are providing that
yeah.
facility.
So
all the government banks.
not only government banks, each and every bank, those who are associated with this kind of schemes. So yearly they will collect 436 rupees something.
436 rupees is the only premium.
They will collect from
God.
you, and they will pay you in case of death or anything.
And
they
that
will pay you.
436 rupees is yearly or is it monthly?
It's yearly.
Yearly. So see, our government is doing so much for the people. So 436 is not a very big amount which one cannot pay yearly. So please.
Yeah, they can go for that. So in case of death, so and for any accidents, PMJAY is Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Yojana is.
Suraksha Yojana is also there for the
accidents. Any
oh, the accidents are also covered by government.
Covered, yes.
So these were the amazing, I would say, insurance policies which one should be aware of. Now, apart from this, I would also like to know, people, what is the myth behind, what and a whole life insurance?
See, term insurance, it's a pure endowment, and I mean you don't get any benefits, and if only the risk, whatever the risk, underlying risk takes place. Suppose in term insurance, if death is only to be covered, in case of death,
only you get it.
You get the benefit. That's it. For whole life policy, it is not like that. So whenever they for insurance companies, every year they value their funds and everything, so they provide bonuses to that policy and all those things. So it's a whole life policy, means it's up to 80 years they have to pay the premium.
Up to 80 years we'll have to pay the premium. Okay.
So from the day you have taken the policy till 80 years of it. So you have to pay the. So then after that it will be covered.
It will be covered. But then in between, suppose if I'm taking a whole life insurance, and then I somehow, unfortunately, something happens to me at the age of say 55 or something. So do I also get like
yes, you will get
the total amount?
You will get the basic sum insured. Suppose if you have insured for 1 lakh, so you will get 1 lakh plus other bonus also.
Other bonuses you will get. Okay. Otherwise, at the end, I will get just the calculated amount.
Whatever. So even the basic amount you will get, and all the bonus until 80 years, whatever the bonus accrued to that policy, that also
will get. Now, what are the other myths about insurance? People are very hesitant to take insurance because they think whether they should go for a term insurance or whole life insurance or just a health insurance will do because operations are covered. What do you recommend that people must have these insurance?
So if you when you see life insurance, when it comes to life insurance, term insurance is best always.
Term insurance is
always, because now you will pay less premium, and you the risk, whatever the risk you wanted, I mean like 50 lakhs, 1 crore, whatever, it is covered. It's covered only with a nominal premiums. Whereas when you go for a savings plan and all those things, no, you have to pay heavy premiums. So instead of when you start taking insurance, you have to take care of your daily monthly expenses and all those things. So you should plan such a way. You should take a term insurance as well as health insurance, because health insurance, always the inflation matters in our life.
Yes.
So every day inflation shoots up like anything. So whatever you are earning, that may not be sufficient for tomorrow.
Correct.
So all these things you have to plan in such a way. So
you recommend that health insurance and a term insurance is a mandatory that everybody should have. Okay.
Should have.
And apart from that, these basic insurance which you have for car, fridge, and all that.
Again, it depends upon your necessity. Whether it is your requirement, you will go for that.
Any other product apart from say car or a bike, which generally people insure, is there anything else you think that people should make sure that an insurance should be there for that?
See, life and health. See, when you are as we have discussed, death is uncertain and time is uncertain. Death is certain, time is uncertain. So you don't know. So always you have a financial backup for your
Family.
for
Yeah,
your
yeah,
family.
yeah.
See, at the end of the day, suppose one person is the breadwinner, he is earning, and if he is not there very next day, so family should not, I mean, think what is next.
Yeah, it should not be like teared apart, torn
Yes,
apart. Yeah.
yes. And when it comes to medical expenses, everyday medical expenses are shooting like anything. I mean, because of inflation, whatever it is, and nowadays they are very costly. So you should have a health insurance as well as
As
life
well as the
life insurance.
life insurance.
Life insurance, particularly, you go for a time
So
life insurance.
is there also, like, I remember for the health insurance also there are so many questions which they ask before you go for a health insurance. So is there also like chances, likelihood of false fraud in health insurance when people are trying to claim false claim
So
made?
there are so many cases. I mean, there are so many instances. Frauds will happen. Frauds will.
So
I mean,
do you remember any of the
no, there are so
funniest
many
claims?
things, because no, it will become very exhaustive when you go into details. No, because no, somebody will admit to the hospital that with a fake name and with a fake identity, and they may claim for that. So all those things will happen. So I mean, that is the reason. For insurance companies also, they have claim investigation teams, whether it is genuine or not, and all those things. Even if you go for a car insurance, whenever accidents happens, we don't know what is the situation of the driver, whether he has intoxicated under alcohol, or so there are so many things. So if you are driving I'm explaining the example.
Yeah.
I mean, if you are driving a car under intoxication of alcohol, you are not in a conscious, so
State, and you are prone to have an accident.
to have an accident.
Yeah.
So those cases, it is not covered.
It is not covered.
It is not
then.
covered. So
how do they do the claim? So like in that cases, so they first investigate,
They
and
first
after the investigation is done, then they give
then
the
they will pay.
insurance. Okay.
So accordingly, the same thing. Whoever buys the insurance, suppose if anything happens, no, they have to report to the insurance company. Insurance company, in turn, they will also have an investigation, and they will then.
And what happens to cases? Say I have a huge. Suppose what happens to cases where I have a huge premium to pay, and by some reason or the other, I'm not able to pay the premium. What happens to such policies? And is there any way to, if I forget to pay the premium, say this year, and then I pay the next year?
So
how does that work?
For insurance companies, generally, whenever the renewal is due, no, just 1 month before or 45 days before your renewal of the policy, they will intimate you. They will send you the reminder, and they will remind you. So you have to pay the premium, insurance premium. Because you have to protect, whether it is life, whether it is health, or whether it is a car, whatever it is. So all the insurance companies, they have that mechanism. They will remind you, but it is not mandatory, but still they will remind you, because no, insurance company, everybody,
that is a part and parcel of their package. I mean, job.
Nobody is working for free in this in the world.
That's true.
Except air and water. Now water also we are paying, and we do not know going forward we will be paying to air also.
Yeah, that's very right. I mean, we have already started paying for water.
Yes.
We have already started paying for so many other things. I think air quality, if it goes bad, then I think we're already paying for air purifiers anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, you never know that you might be also charged for air.
So what I suggest, I mean, people should realize that insurance is very important.
Essential.
Life insurance, health insurance. Every family, I mean, every family should think of their family. They should go for a term life insurance and health insurance also for the entire family. So no, you don't know, because whatever you are earning, that is just for your mouth, and whatever for your expenses, that is your necessities taken care of, and you are not saving anything more
for your
uncertainties. So when uncertainties appears before you, and you don't know, you go into depression, and you don't know what to do. So it's always to have covered by taking insurance.
I think it is very important in today's life to have a term insurance done, because nowadays we are not sure even we are going to wake up next morning or not. We read newspaper which is filled of unfortunate deaths of so many people, younger age, 40 years, 45 years, and they are leaving behind a family. And in such cases, it is very important that you have a term insurance, because the cost of life and also the standard of life is increasing day by day. Our India, our nation, you see, people are living a very high life these days, and to maintain that, and forget about maintaining the same standard of life, even if you want to have your family behind you to have a normal good life, it is very important that you have a term insurance with you, because that is going to cover at least the food and the education for your family behind. So it is very important. I have seen many people, professionals also, in even in my company also, they do not have any term insurance. They just have maybe an insurance which a company is giving by policy, but they do not have any separate insurance policy for
Yes.
an individual. And I would request each one of you, whether you are coming from a IT background, whether you are coming from a, say, any professional, maybe you are a businessman, it does not matter whether you're a small businessman or a big businessman, everyone should have a term insurance and also a health insurance.
Yes.
If you are the bread earner of the family. And in fact, housewife also does have a term insurance these days, right?
So whether it is breadwinner or whoever it is, everyone should go for,
a term insurance.
Term insurance.
So for children also, is there any term insurance or something
no,
they do?
For children, see.
What is the eligibility age for insurance?
So, see, generally, if you take 18
18
years
is the age.
But for children, it is covered because the guardians will be there, parents will be there. So
minors are covered
under that policy. So all these things are there. So for children, educational expenses also, covered under the policies. So on regular intervals, they will be the insurance company will pay certain amounts so that it will cover their education expenses also.
So it was so good to know about so many positive things about insurance. At the end, I would also like to know, maybe you can share any funny incidents, or maybe some incidents of fraud where people they take a disadvantage, or is there any fraud for the term insurance?
So there are so many cases are there. There are so many examples, there are so many real stories are there. See, it's all person's motives.
Yeah.
Behind motives, you don't know what is their motive. Generally, if someone comes and takes a policy on you, and there are so many fraud cases also happening. They will take policy on someone name, and then they will see at the end of the day they will claim that he is no more, and we don't know what exactly happened and all those things. They wanted to take that insurance amounts. So there are so many cases. It's not only one case. As I told you, in health insurance also, what happens? Somebody will come as a person that he is having ill, and he admits into hospital. So all these things will happen. So there is a reason insurance companies will have claim investigation teams, and they will also see the genuinity of claim and everything. Then only they will pay.
I think it also reminds me of our HDFC insurance, health insurance which my dad had. So remember, just before the operation, you need to book it prior,
Yes.
and then they come to your home for investigation. They investigate, how long was the illness.
Yeah.
They meet the person, in person. They meet you. They take all the details and make sure that the same person is going for the surgery.
Yeah, you have to intimate in advance to the insurance company that you have fallen ill. Otherwise, you can go to any hospital, and they will have that insurance wing, and you have to tell them your insurance company and your card and everything, and our details of the policy. Then accordingly, they will take care of the rest of the things.
Yeah.
In health insurance.
So it was very good to have you, sir, here, and I think my audience is now aware of the importance of taking insurance. So please go ahead, if you're watching to my channel, don't forget to first like, share and subscribe my channel, because I bring such useful content for all of you to watch. And also, if you do not have an insurance policy, please go and get yourself and your family insured. So this is Divya signing off. Thank you.
Thank you.